There we go. There we go. There we go. Good morning. All right. Lots of talking to myself so far. Well, good morning, everyone. It's Big Bag Wednesday. You know what that means? It means we're searching for big bags, baby. All right. Nice and clear with a clear voice, a clear sound. The market already opened up. I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to dive right in because we got no time to waste. Right, Troy? That's right, Mike. It's Big Bag Wednesday. What's going on, Troy? Can you hear me?
Yeah, let's go.
Hey,
man.
what up, brother?
What up?
What up? You get that short from the top?
I grabbed a few little shorts there. Yep.
Are you wearing shorts? I wouldn't put it past you.
I am. I'm wearing shorts.
I know.
Too.
He's a shorts kind of guy, man. Nice. I'm just getting set up. Evidently, I was muted on the tube of Youb. Anyways, you guys can hear me. I'm sorry. I put a message out to Butter, and I said, what the F, man? That thing is still not picking up my nice mic. I paid a lot for this mic. I need to be heard with this mic, nice and close. But you guys on Butter, you can't hear it. You gotta deal with my computer. It's sad. It's a sad world we live in. All right, folks. So, man, she's ripping, right? Just ripping and dipping. And I'm gonna kind of start from the top here. Let's make sure everything looks good. Yeah, we look pretty good. We're looking good, folks. We're looking good. Let's blow up a higher time frame and just take a look at the overnight session and see where we're at. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. You can see me, right, Troy? Yeah, good. Okay, good. The two different streaming platforms, I guess I need something to condense it, brah. I think they have that kind of stuff out there that exists. It's AI. Get that AI going. All right. Enough messing around. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we gave it back. Boy, we gave it back pretty hardcore. I took a short up here. I'll go over that in a second. But price is still dumping. And let's take a look at the overnight session. So if we map this out, we can see, well, pretty much let's go with the previous day first. Okay, we got equal highs up here that were never taken. Those are the all-time highs. Price makes a leg lower, comes back, fails swings, makes a leg lower. You got buyers down here around where price is at right now. So around that 243, 211 area. So we'll see if we get any bids down here just to, hold support. But basically, we created this nice little tail wick. Even on this 15-minute chart, you can see. Let's go to the hour chart. You can see it's a nice little wick. And that buying wick was pretty telling. Market shot back up, fail swung on the 1 hour. Now you've broken structure. We're going to close in 22 minutes. So let me take that back. We haven't broken structure yet. But, these are pretty nice fat sell candles. Today is FOM sizzle. So is this risk off in preparation for the FOMC at 2 p.m. Central? Well, I think so. I think it is. I think, just like I said yesterday in our live, if you trade with me live every day, then you would have heard that I said that most likely we're going to go down. I don't know what I was doing taking a long up here yesterday. That was stupid. I think it was a little bit of mix of emotion. I hate losing. So anyways, but the short was a good setup. That was a solid play. And so anyways, long story short, you guys saw my post. If you're in the school group, you saw what I posted already. And essentially, we're not going to win them all. It was the long was a bad call. The short was a good call. And here we are. It's Wednesday, and it's big bag. So what should we expect? Well, this gap up is really the contract rollover. So it's kind of misleading. But I'm going to hand it over to Troy in just a second to talk about SMT, because I definitely want to hear from you. But just from my side, just from what I see, I think we could risk off a little bit more. Honestly, if I go up to a daily time frame, I think the market could give a lot back and still be in bull territory. In fact, you know, we haven't really come down to claim the retest of this shelf or even what would be considered the gap, right? Even if you didn't consider this contract rollover the gap, you could just go to the top of the range. There's still a gap there. So somewhere down here, probably 22K, you know, somewhere around there would be the wick test, or we'll just say the shelf test. I can't talk. And so there's our elf on the shelf, and we know on that daily time frame, she could still come down, and the shelf would be somewhere right in here. So is she going to come down a wick test? That would be more like the 21.9s. That's down there. So she could still do that, man. And guess what? She's still bullish. So she could come back, tap the shelf, continue higher. She could come down, consolidate at this range. She could even break that and go down into sort of an what we consider like an order block or prior shelf, some support down here. And on a daily, that could just be a wick. And guess what? The next day or days could just be out of here. So we're still in upward, you know, everything's pointing up. So just before we get ahead of ourselves and say, oh my God, we're dumping, we just have to realize that this is pure consolidation up here on a higher time frame. That's nothing to stress out about. Don't dump your bags yet, folks. Troy, what are we looking at with SMT, brother?
We just have higher time frame S&P that has been telling us that we're going to go down for a while. So, yeah.
Okay. So basically,
Yeah.
higher time frame.
Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that yesterday. I talked about it on the market overview on Monday morning. So if you're following those, you would be in the know right now.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, yeah, let's keep that under wraps. But don't give away all the secrets, you know. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, like the higher time frame SMT, it's like, you know, the divergence between the NAS and the S&P, right? And eventually that sort of like, you know, plays out. So it's hard because you never know when it's going to play out. So that's why I use these lower time frames to see the SMT on a lower time frame. And Troy is nodding his head, yes, right? So if you guys can't see him, he is. He's a professional when it comes to SMT. This guy's a master when it comes to SMT. So that's why I'm asking him. Cool. So let's go back. Let's go down to a lower time frame. Take a look. The daily bias right now is a little mixed, and I'm going to tell you why. Like, I would say 60-40. 60 for me that we're going down. 40 that we're going to either range or manipulate the highs. And the reason why it's a little bit of a mix is because we have massive news. Remember, the news can throw a wrench in things, so I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, I think we're going down for the day. I mean, that's kind of silly. We got to see what price action says. But if you had to put a gun to my head and said, say it, are we going down or are we going up? I would say maybe we'll end a little red today. And, you know, right now we are red. We're like point whatever it is, 0.2 or something like that. Yeah, 0.27. So we're not extreme red, but could we fill in some more imbalance below? Absolutely. You know, I think the numbers today are already calculated, priced in. So I don't think there's anything really new. But let's go ahead and take a look at some other indications. We got some indications, man. We got to take a look at them. All right. So first of all, when we look at volume flow, we pretty much, let me take a look here. Yeah, I mean, volume flow is underneath this prior swing. That prior swing is way over here, guys. Let me see. Let me draw a line right here. Right there. Yeah, I mean, that's right here. Let me just pull this across, put a little target down there. Boom. Okay. So from a volume flow perspective, which this is telling us Where is the volume going? Are buyers stepping in or are sellers in control? If you have any questions, let me know about this. But essentially, this is saying that we're going down further. That could be today. That could be during London tonight. I don't know when, but that's just what it's saying. Now we take a look at our daily CVD. We take a look at it on a lower time frame here. I'm gonna go down to a 5. Yeah, it pretty much already completed its mission below the range. I mean, we've already done that. I can't really use that on higher time frames now, so that's kind of irrelevant. But I will say that the money flow index is below this entire range. And if you can see here, we've already surpassed the, I mean, this is oversold, right? So it's snapping back up. We'll probably have a little bit of a retracement. This is what this is saying, which is cool, right? So we can let this kind of play out on the 5 and then start to see if we see in this area, money flow index, if we start to see a bearish divergence with maybe even, who knows, a one strategy for life setup. You never know. It could happen. It could happen. Probably not probable that we're going to get shorts down here, obviously. But if it does manipulate the highs, pop back up and manipulate highs, we can take a look at that. We're going to go down to our, let's see, this is our 5. Let me go down to the 1. Let's see if we can start looking. You know what I'm saying? Looky-loos here, man. All right. What are you guys up to? What are you trading? Anyone get that short? Let me go back to the 5 for a second. I told you I would explain why I got into this short. I actually tweeted about it. You guys follow me on Twitter? I need more followers on Twitter, man. I'm posting a lot daily. A lot. I'm telling you. I'm trying to get it going. You know who I had that liked my tweet the other day? My ex post, okay? Guess who? And I posted about it. He liked it. He didn't say anything. You guys want to take a guess? He's kind of a infamous, and that's a good word for this guy, infamous trader. He kind of leads probably the biggest cult in trading. If you want to guess, I'll tell you if you're right. Who do you think? If you already follow me, then you know. I don't think anyone here does because I've never even told you guys. It's TMT Trading Group. At TMT Trading Group is my Twitter. Here. There you go. I'll post it over there. I'll post it over here. Nick, Tom, yes. You guys got it. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. IC Tizzy. Yeah, ICT. And what's so funny, dude, because, I have been known to maybe say a few negative bits on this Mr. ICT. So what's hilarious is that he liked my post, okay? Because it was a good post. I mean, I said there was some value there. And then I screenshot it. And I was like, yeah, man, Mr. ICT, man, he liked my post. And then he unliked my post. I don't care. I got you. What's so funny is that he probably went to my channel and was like, oh, I should probably do some research before I like this guy. And then he saw that I'm like, we don't do no ICT, ABCD, EFG, whatever, But the truth is that, I mean, look, I don't care if he's a scammer. I don't really give a shit. He said a ton of things that have helped people. All right. Now, I'm not saying that, especially when it comes to like the online gurus, I don't think half of them are even real or showing real P&Ls or whatever. But hey, if it helps somebody out there, good. Hopefully there's more helping than scamming. But I sort of, I don't know. I can't put a finger on the guy. I don't know, man. Maybe he's legit. I don't know. And if he is, who cares? Learn something, go back, test it. If it works for you, awesome, right? That's what I say. All right. Let's talk trading. Let's talk trading. All right. What am I doing here? Let me go to the 15 over here. I'm going to go to the higher time frame on the right. You know, I'm not looking at order flow, really, you know, footprint charts, bubble maps, heat maps. I'm not looking at all that, but I do have more on the chart. I know it may look like it's getting a little crazy. It's getting a little squirrely. I get it. There's too many ICT strategies. Yeah, that's kind of true. That's true. Yeah, he created the vocab. Exactly. He created the vocabulary and a lot of the terms. When many traders could not identify what the hell it was they were looking at, they're like, oh, that's a market structure shift with the PD array. And, oh, look at that inverted fair value. Well, he never really taught about inverted fair value. That's my man, Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. Mr. Dodgy Double D's. You know, he posted a thread, and I reposted it because it's highly valuable, man. Sometimes you find stuff on Twitter, on X. I got to get away from Twitter, man. It's X. X is way cooler. All right. So I like to kind of let the market do its thing here. First 15 minutes out of the way. We can sort of look at this first 15 minutes and, you know, look, I mean, I haven't even marked liquidity. Look, I will. I'll mark the highs. All right, so here's London high. So, whoops, London buy side up there. We'll put a little target up there just in case price wants to go up and grab something, you know. I am going to bring these equal highs over. Oops. Okay, so that way we just have those on the map because those are too sexy. Those are too sexy. But right now, momentum is down. So I'm really looking at how can I get into potentially shorting this market even more. And we're oversold. You can clearly see that. Oh, by the way, so if you're using RSI, all right, a lot of you guys use RSI. I think RSI is obviously valuable, but I would strongly suggest that you switch it up and use the money flow index. And the reason why I've used them both, I've been, you know, I honestly haven't developed a full trading strategy around it because they're both, well, the money flow index is less lagging than RSI, but I'm not going to develop a full strategy around something that doesn't incorporate market structure, right? So if we're not going to incorporate market structure, I'm not just going to look at these indicators and purely develop a strategy, you know, just based on that. But I can see short-term moves based off of divergences. And man, I totally forgot to give you guys the rundown on these trades. So let me go back down to this 5 and show you what I was looking at in here, okay? All right, so I'll back it up. Let's back this puppy up. Get the volume off here. It gets a little much to look at. Okay, so a couple of things. Number one, we're stretched out from VWAP, so a little bit. Now that's less of a thing, but we're above VWAP. I could see the rubber band effect happening here. Because why? Well, because first of all, if you look at this indicator here, right? This is your volume flow, right? So this is your VFL. And this indicator, if you blow this up, you can see this wave is below this prior wave, right? Where is that prior wave? It's over here. So I'll just kind of highlight this area. Now, what that's considered with this particular indicator would be sort of a hidden divergence. It's when the indicator gets to a price level that price isn't at. Now, I'm looking up top, And I'm going, well, do we have an actual divergence? Not a hidden divergence, but an actual divergence. And I was like, oh, well, we do. Look at this. And boom. And boom. This is price making a higher high and volume making a lower high. This is showing that even though price is going up, maybe the order book is thin up here, you're seeing sellers step in, right? So then I'm looking at, okay, well, if that is showing a divergence, is CVD, is cumulative volume delta showing a divergence? And so I'll just kind of, blow this up for you. Come on. What's going on? Blow it up. You can clearly see we're making lower highs, right? At that same point, what is price doing? Making higher highs. So during this same thing, right? So it kind of gave me the confidence here, especially when I saw CVD drop below this range, that, okay, we're going to see some selling pressure. And then last but not least, the money flow index. And the money flow, if you just see, it started to drop here. So I took a little trade here, put my stop pretty close. As soon as money flow, and you can see CVD, where is that? Look, just look where it's at, right? Look how low it is. Where is that same point? It's up here, right? So now it's falling in line with my volume. So I got CVD, I got volume, and I got money flow at the same level. You see that? Money flow is below it, right? So I have three different confluences. Yes, I took the trade a tiny bit early, but now I can see three different confluences. So I waited for a divergence on the top from two different indicators. There was a hidden divergence on volume. And then very shortly after, you're talking 10 minutes, now I have three different indicators basically showing me the same thing. Now, you add to this structure. You ready? Here's what you add. Well, on this 5-minute time frame, where is the break? Okay, so there's the BOS. That's actually a change of character, right? So change of character happens. I'm looking. All right, is there any cause? Is there any cause for going short? And that's when I pull up my other things that I can look at, the tools in the tool belt. Now, look, I could have just gone short right here. We grabbed Asia's high, right? I could even look over here, maybe see what this is. I don't know if this is, what is this, New York high or something? What is that? Yeah, New York high. So previous New York high session. This is high time frame liquidity period. Look, right there. Right. I didn't even see that till right now, I'm going to be honest. But I didn't really need to. There were other things that gave me the confluence. But so look, you can really look at that and say, okay, look, that's the unicorn right there. Right. And, there's your high time frame grab. You don't, because it's pre-market, you're not going to get the kind of fair value gap that we're really, wanting. You want that displacement, that big fat displacement. You're not really going to get that up here. So that's kind of the downside, because you're not really going to get that displacement that we're looking for, but you still get enough. You get enough because price comes back up to the shelf. So here's the shelf, price breaks, comes back up, taps. And so, yeah, because I saw other things, I went ahead and took a shot. I put my take profit, which I didn't need to do this because I trailed, but I put it right at that. Well, first of all, like I said, the other indications were below this prior swing. So in my head, we're dropping at least to that prior swing, maybe the order block, who knows? There's VWAP right there. So I'm going to be cautious. I didn't even trade, I don't know, I think it was like 20 pips in the prop account because I have to trade 7 days. And I don't even know if they have to be real trades, to be honest with you. But I'm trying to trade the same, thing every day, the same way. So I've already passed that challenge. We'll probably roll that out. Hopefully next week it'll be live and I can actually show you guys a prop account, or that'd be cool. But anyways, I held this until about VWAP. I didn't. There we go. So that's what happened. Boom. Right. And I think I was out right around here because on a 1 minute, you can see, I'll open up the 1 minute and walk you through real quick. If you're looking at trailing correctly, right? When I say correctly, if you're looking at really trying to trail price and get the most out of your trades, this is what I do. I have a video on it. So this is the shelf. This is the shelf method. So there's a shelf right here. Price comes back, taps. I was actually in this trade. Let me see here. Yeah, I was in this trade down here. So I was actually held a little bit longer. But I think right there, as soon as it taps the shelf, I went ahead and put my, I was trailing already, but I put my trailing stop right here. And then I think this is where it got me. Let me see. One of these areas. Might have been the next one. I posted it. Yeah, I think it was this one. Yeah, right there. It literally tagged me, man. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah, so I posted the trade on my Twitter, on my X account. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I was actually watching a streamer that I really like this guy. He's a poker player, right? So I'm sitting there watching poker, and anyways, he goes by the name of Rips. Cool dude, man. And he trades live, and he just got like a $500,000 payout. I don't know from what prop firm or whatever, but I saw his post, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to this dude. So he responded. I was like, all right, cool. This dude is cool. So I pulled him up. You know, it was pre-market. I wasn't live. I was already in this short, and he's like, I'm gonna short it, and he shorted like way down here, or no, it was close to VWAP. He got like he got like 10 points or something like that. So I tweeted. Do you call them tweets? I posted. Guys, so freaking confusing. But I posted. I told him I was already in that short, but nice trade. You know what I'm saying? All right. Can you touch on the hidden versus normal divergence? Yeah, Nick, I can touch on that, brother. No problem, man. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I'm reading a chat right now. Oh, that's funny, dude. Gold digger. That's funny. All right. So hidden divergences is where you'll see volume or you'll either see volume, you'll see money flow, or you'll see CVD, cumulative volume delta, right? You'll see one of those get to a higher or lower level than price is at. So I think this is an example. Let me see. Is this an example? No. Okay, you see how if we just took a look at, we're just going to look at one of these. I'll expand this out a little bit. So forget about the center line. I actually don't really care too much about the center line. I think I'm just going to delete the center line. Okay. So you see how the wave here is higher than the prior wave, right? Okay. Well, price is in line, right? It's in line with that. So a divergence would be if this wave was down here and price was above this area here, right? Does that make sense? So I'll draw the line. So this would be a divergence, right? That's a straight up bearish divergence. Straight up. Okay. Now, a hidden divergence is when, in the way I look at it, you know, some people, I don't know if everyone has the same view on this, but a hidden divergence is when, let's say price, let's say it was the same over here, right? But price was more or less like right here or anywhere that was not above this prior swing level. That's a hidden divergence. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Sense. I said sense. Okay, cool. And it's like not the only thing that you want to look at, but it definitely, you could build an entire, strategy around it if you wanted to. What's hard about, divergences and trading that it's, if you're not looking at higher time frames, like SMT is great because you look at higher time frames, you go in, you're like, dude, I'll see you in a week. And like, you're going to probably be right, because it just plays out. But how do you trade a prop account with that? How do you scalp it? How do you scalp this? You can build a strategy around it. You just have to have a really good money management system. You have to know when to get out. You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Right, Troy?
Right, brother. That's right.
Dude, did you grow it out for Movember? Did you grow your beard out?
Grow what?
I don't know. Your beard looks pretty thick right now. It could be just me.
No, I just actually trimmed it up the other day.
You're looking sharp. Distinguished. You're a distinguished gentleman. I like your Christmas tree shirt.
I anticipate what's going to happen today. We might go up and take out the highs or something, and then we distribute down. But
so you're in the mindset of distributing down the same, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Manipulate up maybe and then distribute down.
Yeah, so here's kind of an example, because I agree with Troy, I think that we could...
Or down first and then up. I have no idea. But
right.
you can bet your butt, 30 minutes after that FOMC meeting, that's when the market's going to really move.
I would, any other time, I feel like I would agree with you. I'm just going to say maybe it just ranges. And the only reason I say that is because what's the catalyst? Okay, so it's a 0.25 cut. Like, that's what's expected. I think it's like you can look up the futures federal funds rate expectation, and it's like, 90% or something. I feel like it's priced in. But typically the market is a little bit more risk off before these big decisions, even if we kind of already know. You typically see, and maybe that was it. I doubt it. I feel like we're going down further, but yeah, I'm with you though. Can you make a cheaper Christmas Mike's Trade daily subscription? Rocket. You can join the 4-day trading challenge. I'll post the link, dog. Get in there. We're going to look, it's holidays. All right. So don't ask too much of me right now. I apologize, but we are going to have the 4-day challenge, and I'll keep you posted for sure. But join that right there. It's free. And we'll do something special on the next 4-day challenge. Okay. Word. Because we definitely try to make it easy. We don't, there's guys selling freaking $10,000 courses, $5,000, $3,000, and so we've just tried to make it really easy to learn trading, man. And everything we do is live. Everything we do every day is live. I don't trade every day on YouTube. I have a private group, and if we're not giving market analysis, we're trading. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm trading live. And I'm the type of dude that don't mess around, man. If I get in a trade, I'm showing when I get in, at the time I got in, not after. Be careful, because those kind of people can wreck you. Gotta be careful, dog. I'm just blessed, man. I'm blessed that this year has been a really good year for me. Overall, you know. It's had its ups and downs, but way more ups and downs. What's your win rate? Somewhere around 65 to 70%. I don't know exact, but it's pretty decent. The better question is, what's your money management? Because not everybody agrees with adding to losing trades. Not everybody agrees with me on, you know, maybe risking a little bit more the next trade. Somebody would probably call that, what do they call that? What do they call that, Troy? When you lose one, so I'll just double the next one.
We call that careless.
We call that going on tilt, baby. In poker, we call that tilt. Oh, man. Yeah, but you know what? It's like Fast and the Furious. I don't care whether you win by an inch or a mile, as long as you're winning. And so I've been known to do some crazy things, man. Crazy things. Crazy. Ah. Man. I've gotten one ticket. Wait. I've gotten one ticket the past 2 days from $1,000 gain in less than 5 minutes. Super pissed right now. I've gotten one ticked. I'm reading that wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. I'm an idiot. All right. Do you have a minimum RR? No, I don't. No minimum RR. No minimum Rs. We just go for wins, bro. That's it. Equal bottoms. Oh, yeah? Let's see. What time frame? What time frame, Nick? What are we looking at, brother? I'm guessing higher. 5 minute? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that. Let me mark that. Good call. Yeah, because that's going to be your 1 hour equal bottoms is low. So we'll mark that. That's good. Good eye right there, Nick. Good stuff, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let me delete that right there. Yeah, it's going to be this is the previous daily low anyways. Let me see. Is that? Yeah. So we got a PDL down there as well. I'll put a little something. Get a little sauce on it. You never know whether or not we're going to go take it out. But I do like that. That's good. Yeah, so nice little pull with a retrace. Like I said, remember I told y'all we're going to retrace a little bit. Why is that? Well, we were way oversold, right? Now, I want to show you something. In hindsight's always 20/20, but this did happen in real time, but you all have distracted me, so it's really your fault. But you can see we had an obvious divergence here, not only with, you know, volume flow, money flow. We didn't quite have it. This was a little funky, but this is enough for me, definitely. I mean, yeah, I got price obviously dipping, and you have this nice divergence. Look at the money flow, or volume flow, excuse me, and look at the money flow. So that, you know, this is the definition of scalping. We're on a 5 minute time frame. So if you guys see that, drop it in chat. Let me know. Don't let me just sit over here and, you know, talk all day. But we missed that. That was way oversold. And then you see these waves going higher highs, higher lows, or at least a higher low, but price making a lower low. That's your sign, man. And as soon as you see price kind of, you know, giving you this, well, as soon as this actually goes above this previous wave right here, right? As soon as your money flow is above this previous wave, I mean, that's your sign. So now how high could we go? Well, you know, this is pre-market, so it's easy for the money flow to get above these levels. So you just have to kind of, you know, if you're going to go up, which I'm not saying it's bad, but, you know, find reasoning. I'd like to see a little bit more action. So some more time needs to pass, and maybe show me another divergence in here. That would be killer. Yeah. Or if money flow and volume kind of read above this shelf, I'll draw a line over here. All right. So if I'm going to put a little bit of an alert right there. Okay. If that gets there before price, then we going up. That's it. We going up. I'll also put an alert on CVD right here, right at the tops. All right. Today I started trading at 8:30 on the tube of Ube. But yeah, I actually took this trade earlier. So I was on for news. I typically get up at like 6:30. I was thinking, you know, I usually don't place trades pre-market, but maybe I'll get on YouTube a little bit more often pre-market and then kind of lead into, you know, 8:30, the open, my time, Central, 8:30. Oh, one tick away from getting filled. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I hate that. Yeah. Been there, brother. You live, you learn, you know. On to the next. Look, you don't feel too bad about it. Yeah, go ahead, Tori.
I was just going to say that we did have a, in my opinion, one strapper life model play out. Gave a nice little entry and kind of broke away from there. So
where at?
On a 5 minute.
At the highs or the lows? Or?
The lows, yeah.
All right, let's take a look. So we got previous daily low. Now I don't know if your chart shows it. Does your chart show that the previous daily low was taken? Because I know you're trading the new contract, right?
No, but there are other what do you call it?
Liquidity levels.
Liquidity arrays. Yeah, liquidity levels that you have to pay attention to, whether that's session or whatever. And you know, in my opinion, we grabbed it. We grabbed a high time frame target, and that model played out.
Yeah, those are the kind of things we got to start seeing in real time, because we got the inverted FVG, the IFVG right here. Got the 5 minute IFVG right there. So 5 minute, we got to break a structure.
Probability, one strat for life model, no.
Right.
But
right. It played out. Got it. Yeah, yeah.
I'm curious to see what it looks like on a 3.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, 3 looks pretty solid. Not bad. Yeah, the biggest thing is that we really haven't had any major displacement. So that's the kind of the bummer, the rub. We're super close to that previous daily, you know, being grabbed. But what are you going to do? What time? Okay, never mind. I already read that. Right on. Yeah, so right now I think we're retracing to go potentially back down. We'll see. We gonna see. Troy, are you going anywhere for the holidays?
No. Nope.
That's it, huh? That's all she wrote?
we've been having parties. We've been having parties over at our house. It seems like every night. It's crazy.
I want to be a part of those.
Yeah. Well, they're my wife's party, so not really.
Oh, okay.
Nothing's really including me.
Right. Gotcha. So yeah, one thing to note, guys. I'm just seeing it right now. You know, I got the 5-minute over here, I got the 15 over here. We do have a little bit of hidden divergence, both in volume and the money flow index. We don't really have cumulative volume.
Bullish or bearish?
A bearish. Yeah. And it's on a higher time frame. So this is the retrace. Obviously, you get oversold here, you're going to have a retrace, right? So what I'm looking for now is on this lower time frame to see some type of bearish divergence form. So we're just going to have to be patient. That's our superpower. Don't forget it. I thought we were going to bounce here at VWAP, but that didn't happen. We cut through it. Now we're above VWAP. And it's just, these are things that, you know, if you just want to have a little bit of a clue, in my opinion. You know what I mean? If you're looking to take a short right here and price cuts and, you know, basically says, nah, I don't care about VWAP right now, then you might not want to, you know, take a short right there. I'm just saying, you know, this is the most used indicator in all of trading, and professional traders, institutions, everybody uses VWAP, man. So that's why I decided recently, you know what, I'm going to put it up there. You know, it's something that my mentor talked about. He never really explained it too much because he wasn't necessarily using it for his trading strategy. But I think it's good. I think it's a good thing to have. It's another confluence. You know, as you can see, the market doesn't really care about VWAP. So we're not really trending, right? That's what happens when you get in this sort of consolidated, you know, grinder. You know, so I want to see some sort of, I'm looking at volume over here. I want to see that kind of curl and start tailing down. I want to see on a lower time frame, I want to see these waves, this money flow index wave. I want to see that start to curl. I don't really want to see that get overbought, to be honest with you. Because if that happens, that's basically saying, hey, the market's hot and is showing direction. Now, one thing I will point out, here's the 8:30 candle, right? So we're going to mark the high, we'll mark the low, just so we kind of keep that in view. And I think we're going to close possibly over it in 8 minutes. We'll see. We've already closed the last candle. We closed bullish, right? And so a little bit of what I would consider less probability all the way around. So there's this 8:30 candle. Mark the high, mark the low, mark the high, and you can see that this candle closed over it. So temporary bullishness. What? Kroger delivers now? All right. Yeah, so a little bit of bullishness. That's that 50-minute candle close over the first 15-minute candle open. So market is still a little bullish. I could see potentially from here. Let me see where 40 points. Yeah, it's going to bring us up here. All right. Let me go to 30. Got a fair value gap on the 30. So maybe feeling a little bit of that imbalance right in here. I'll mark that out. I'd like to see what she does up there. Center of that's going to be right about here. I'm supposed to go to Topgolf today. I don't know if that's going to happen. I kind of want to hit some balls. Troy, if you lived near me, I'd be taking you like, it'd be a problem. You wouldn't get much work done.
Yeah, that'd probably be a bad thing for us.
Probably. Your wife would be like, what's up with the shed? What's up with the, whatever it is, your bathroom? What's up with the water lines? What's up with the, you'd be like, babe, all of it's on the to-do list. I'll get around to it.
Yeah, golf first. Play first, work later. Yes.
Yeah, that's the motto. Exactly. Babe, I am working. Just show her your trading account. You're in a losing trade. I'm a little upside down, but I'm working. My buddies are like, man, I want to get into trading. You know, I work this 9 to 5. I'm grinding. And they're like, man, all you do is like click some buttons and you make money. I'm like, no, dude, I'm grinding just like you, you know? What's that?
Are you seeing some bearishness still?
I am. Yeah. Yeah, that's on the 15-minute. There's a hidden divergence you can see here, guys. I'll just kind of cover this real quick. So, okay, kind of line that out, right? So, let me delete that, actually. I'm going to zoom out. It's really just between these two waves right here. Okay, so dip. Let me blow this up. Right, because the market opened up, kind of showed us something. So what does that mean? Well, all that this really means, I mean, okay, I'm going to blow this up one more time. All right, so I'll do a vertical line here. Okay, so I want you to see these waves. Okay, this is like from a high level, very simple, simplistic, caveman style trading right here, okay? Look at the swing. I could even move this over to this swing, okay? Look at the swing down here, the money flow. Look at the money flow over here, okay? Now the distance is the only thing that I would say I don't love. I like them to be closer together, but that's okay. The distance, I'll look past. This is showing a lower wave. So the pressure, the money flow has gone deeper than this. Now, we do have a wick showing buying. So what I'd want to see at this point, I'd want to see some type of bearish divergence over here, or some type of hidden divergence where volume and money flow get to these levels before price, right? They break the low. So Troy, to answer your question, is a little bit of tug of war. I think the market is like, it's a tug of war right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing it too, man. It's like this sucker is either going to pop up or it's going to go down. And maybe at the 11 o'clock or 10, like 10 our time, be very interesting to see, because we're coming back up into that now. We're coming back up into a 1 hour fair value gap, right? And we really didn't grab yesterday's lows on S&P or the NAS, you know, or the highs. So this thing could really just go one way or another. We're just kind of caught in the middle of a range, really. If you go to 1 hour, you're just kind of caught. We're caught right here in the middle of it. So
we're just being patient. That's it. That's all we can do.
Higher time frame narrative, in my opinion, is bearish based on S&T that I see. Because we do have a lot of imbalance below us that we still haven't filled. So, you know, I would say that maybe, you know, looking for shorts is the better play potentially, but it's kind of dangerous because we got news today that could manipulate the crap out of your idea.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, just kind of waiting for something to pan out here. It's little lower probability, and I don't want to just rush into something. I'd like to get something on the board that's solid. And, if you look here, I mean, money flow, this wave, right? Price right here. Money flow here, right? But it didn't close. So, but it's just showing that, price does want to go down. Sometimes you can look at these wicks as higher prices incoming, and you should, right? That is typically what this means. It's a buying wick, right? Buying candle. So what happened? Price did go up, right? We got out of this oversold index and we came up to the middle. So we're kind of equilibrium. So now what? Well, now I can go down again, or we could go up a little bit more and then it comes down. So on this lower time frame, I'm looking for something that I can get into. I might even look at the 1 minute, although it's a little more dangerous, but I like it. I like danger. Danger is my middle name. Okay, so here is a bullish hidden divergence right here, playing out right now. All right, that just closed. So I would expect higher prices. Ready? This popping up. Price going up. Let me put the little target right here. It's not very much, but if you're on a futures account, might be something to take a look at. Look at volume above, right? That's a hidden divergence because price isn't up there, but volume is. CBD is. Now, I'd like to say money flow is, but it's not. And that's the only thing. When you don't have all three, it doesn't mean that necessarily you don't take the trade. It just means that it's like a little less odds. I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty good. You got two confluences, and I like the fact that CBD is up there. CBD is the order book. So, we're not looking at bubble maps, heat maps. We're not looking at all that, but it is an order book. So it's not lying. It's fact, right? It's a cumulative delta. So it's showing literally, and we could put on footprint charts, but I'm not going to do that today. But this little thing right here, under your candles, you have footprint charts, and you can put that on and see that there are more buyers than sellers at these levels. I mean, obviously, so, and I talk about this. If you don't understand, that's okay. But, I don't know if you really need to understand it, but sometimes price goes up, and I talk about this. It doesn't mean there's more buyers in the market. It could actually mean that the order book is just thin at those levels. So it's easy to push price. So it's not really a lot of buyers. It's just that the order book is thin. So it makes it easy to manipulate. That's what happens at news. The order book gets thinned out to practically zero. You can see it in the footprint charts. You can see it in the actual order books. And then price does this crazy movement. That's not because everyone's buying and selling. That's just because the people that are buying and selling are able to move price easy because the order book is thinned out. All right. So once again, let me mark this out.
The S&P is looking stronger, like it wants to go take out the highs. The NAS is looking a little weak. Something I'm looking at, because that could be an early indicator that, the NAS could drop pretty hard because it's a little weaker.
Right.
But we'll know more after this hour candle closes.
Yeah, I don't like a whole lot of time to go by when I see these moves. In fact, if I look at my history, my analytics in all of my back testing, and you can do this on FX replay, you can see how long you're in your winners for and how long you're in your losers for. And it's always that I'm in my losers for a longer amount of time than my winners. Always. So just something to note. Something you learn about yourself, man. You know? If is anyone here, does anyone know about FX replay? Anybody?
I'll put my referral link in the chat.
Exactly.
No, I don't even have one.
That's awesome. FX replay.
S&P's going up, take them highs.
There you go. Yeah, we should see a little pop. There it is. Hidden divergence. Looks like it's going to play out. We'll see. Yeah, so it gives me like all of the stats, and you know, it's pretty wild actually. Yesterday, okay, here we go. Rewind. Here's my rewind on FX replay. Okay, I can share this. I can actually share this. It's kind of wild. Okay, overall win rate. This is all of my strategies that I've ever done on FX replay. And in fact, you know what, guys? Just for fun, just because it's actually a pretty... There you go. I just dropped it in the private chat. I know. Oh. I dropped it in the private chat so you could take a look.
Oh, okay.
It's... Damn. I spent a lot of time. Okay. 63 or 66.33% is my overall win rate. Your total profit, $698K. That kind of means nothing. A lot of times I start with $1,000 to $10,000 balance. Sometimes I guess I've started with 100,000. Very rare. Total trades taken, 1.5 thousand. You have replayed through 3 years. I've replayed through and 4 months. That's funny. Favorite session. I thrive in the city that never sleeps. That's New York, baby. These were your top assets. NAS 100. Yeah, that's pretty much all. I mean, mostly. You brought home a total of 979 winning trades. Yeah, that's it. Those are my stats. Interesting. A lot of time. A lot of time spent, man. Now, my question is, because I'll do I'll start a session, some type of strategy I'm testing, something, and then I'll delete it. Because even if it's a winning thing, I'll just delete it because it's like I don't want it. I just like a couple, you know? So I wonder if it takes into the account all the ones that I've deleted. I don't know. But interesting stats. It's funny how you can share it. Like, yeah, I'm going to share these stats. Heck yeah, I just shared it with you guys. Who can share stats with more time spent than that? That would be my challenge, because I'm not even doing all my backtesting on FX replay. A lot of my backtesting is straight from TradingView. So if you can show me stats better than that, I'd be highly impressed. Highly impressed, my friend. 1.5 thousand trades. You know, it's not bad. What do you think, Troy? Am I a madman? I'm crazy. He's crazy. He's crazy, guys. I like him, but he's crazy. Yep. All right, just being patient here. Still not seeing much of anything. We'll see if that hidden divergence plays out. Taking way too long to play out. That's kind of a moot trade at this point, I would say. On this time frame, doesn't play out, consolidating, hasn't popped up yet. I mean, don't like the way that feels. Time does matter. You don't break the highs here, I would say forget it. We bounce off of VWAP. We've been testing VWAP here. You know, you can clearly see that if the market doesn't want to go grab the center of this fair value gap, at least, then I don't trust it. Cumulative volume, CVD is still looking fine. We still made that higher high. Still okay. So if price can get up there, then it will have fulfilled its destiny. Same with the volume flow. Still looking good. Money flow is looking great. See this above this prior wave on this 1 minute? How long do we have? 4 seconds? I mean, let's see here. Yep, going up. Here we go. Push. Fulfill the hidden divergence destiny. Let me see the 5. Yeah, 5 still looks good. It still looks good too. It's not super strong. I will give it that. But money flow's looking up. Volume's looking up. CVD is not looking great on the 5, but I can see a little pop up here. What is this? How many points is that? 10 points. I think you can get a tenner out of it. There you go. There's like 6. Let's see. Yeah, that's like 6. Come on, give him 10, bro.
S&P is almost at the high.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Previous high.
Yep, got about 10 points.
Just almost there.
Right. All right, there you go. There's a W. Come on. I didn't take that trade, but I like it when I'm right. Makes me feel okay. Let's see if you can bounce off that tiny little shelf and continue. Come on, price. Yeah, it looks like we're going up a little bit more. I mean, we're getting into a little bit of oversold on the 5, but we have 4 minutes to go, right? So we'll go down to this 1. And now look, new story is unfolding. Look, that's why you got to be in and out of these. But look, right here. So what is this forming, right? We want to see what happens here. So we got about 6 seconds to go before this becomes a bearish divergence. Just like that, on these lower time frames, it gets switched, you know? All right. So, and we know what? We know we're overbought, sorry, overbought on the 5, right? So if we can get into that overbought territory just a little bit more on this 5, I think this is a decent place to start looking for possible short. Dare I say short in this bull market. There's your 10 points, by the way. So does anybody take that? Let me know if anyone took that, man. I wish I would have taken it. There we go. There it is. Fulfilled its destiny. The pick of destiny. Who knows about that? So yeah, that hidden divergence plays out.
For life model. The one strap for life model still holding up. Your stop would have been protected, and yeah, that was an easy risk-free trade. Price never came back down.
Right here.
To even test it. Yeah. So low probability conditions and
still plays out.
Getting moves. Out of the one for life model. Like, it's just, if you're not paying attention to it, it's just.
I'm gonna, really I mean, really I'll be honest. I overlooked it, and I teach it, you know, so I totally overlooked it. Yeah, I didn't see a good displacement. That's what kind of got me, you know. But I guess on the 1 minute right here, you know, it's not really here, but I mean, this is perfect. Yeah, your entry would have been, let's say, even if it was right here, you're still in the green, you know, still 1-to-1. Now you're going to be looking, you got to be paying attention right here. So, let's see here. Be looking on this 1 minute. If you got a W on that, let me know in chat. Type W. Just want to get a feel for the room, man. Anyone get in? Nice, Stuart. That's what I'm talking about. You like those little 10 pointers, don't you, bro? Eval? Oh, nice. How close are you to passing that? Where you at? And who are you doing it with? Just curious. Yeah, these are just tiny little scalp plays, man. You got to be careful with them. Just started Apex at 51K. Yep, 50K challenge. Got it. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Congrats. Just nice and steady, you know. Nick says, I left my Apex account alone, but I might start using it again with learning about CBD, etc. I normally trade CFD, so it's dicey to scalp that quick. 100%. 1000%. Now, that's kind of like my issue right now, right? It's because tight scalping, you know, you really got to be aware of your sizing more than anything, obviously. But, you know, that spread can really mess with you, you know. I mean, 2 points, not a big deal. But instead of me getting the full 10 with only being, you know, basically the spread is a tick, which is nothing. It's 25 cents, right? It's like, it's nothing. 0.25 points, whatever. But 2 points, it's like, okay, my 10 turns into an 8. Plus I got fees on, you know, fees on that. So it's plus slippage, plus it's not the futures chart. So maybe my broker's chart is in a different area and it doesn't quite move as far as a futures chart. So when I get out based on the futures chart, I'm only up 5 points. Sometimes I'm up more, right? That does happen too, but that's the downside of like trading a CFD broker, but using the futures chart. That's the downside. So I'm learning just like you guys are. Yeah, so market is looking bullish. She don't care. Honey Badger don't care, man. She did her little dippity-doo dance. Now looks like she is up to the highs, manipulating or distributing. Maybe this was the manipulation down here. I know a lot of people are putting shorts into this market, thinking that this is the top. This is it. That's all she wrote. So, what else are you guys trading? Let's take a look. Since I don't really have anything cooking over here. Yeah, I got nothing cooking just yet. I got nothing cooking over here just yet. I got some alerts set, so we'll see. We will see. I'll tell you what. CFD is looking good. We're oversold now. Why do I keep saying sold? Bought. Overbought. We're overbought. Just a tad on that 5. Yeah, but we're above the entire range. So that's kind of suggesting that price does go take out London buy side liquidity. So this is going to be the target for price right now. She might fade back from here. We want to keep an eye on this. But anyways, what else are you guys trading? Gold? You're short gold? Okay. Put this on the board when? 2 weeks ago? I put this up here 2 weeks ago. Still playing out. Everything looks pretty good. To downside, you got the trend line liquidity pretty much taken out at this point. Yeah, a little bit of a support level here. Let me go up to the 4 hour. It's kind of noisy. Noisy on that one. All right, 4 hour still looks good. Breaking the trend. Another trend line break. Yep. Yeah, this looks pretty good for continuation. Let's go to daily. Yeah, you got previous day. Here's your previous day here. I'll put a target right there. These are daily lows. So, gold being in a downtrend, breaking this nice little liquidity level, trend line liquidity level, kind of tells you that, it's not really risk off territory. Does that make sense? So gold goes up when people are like, oh crap, where do I put my money? Things are getting a little weird. Geopolitical tensions, uncertainty. We'll take a look over here and look at the bond yields. Take a look at bond yields. Let's see. What is a 10 and a 2? Let's open this up. Let's open this bad boy up. Go down to 4. All right. Yeah, 10-year been climbing. Kind of backing off today. Let's see. That's the 2-year. Okay, 10-year. Still holding a little bit steady at the top. So you see these yields just climbing, man. Making it a little more attractive to just go and get your yield risk-free. And that typically is a bad sign for the markets. But you're seeing the markets just rip. You also see the VIX just rip. You know what the VIX is? This is volatility index. And you're seeing the VIX just, absolutely crushing to the upside. But yet what? The entire market's pumping. What? That never happens. Very rare. It happens, but it's rare. And when it happens, you got to kind of go, well, we might be reaching a top, Nothing goes up in a straight line forever, especially in trading. So, I'm just kind of keeping my ear to the ground, That's pretty much it. Yeah, the VIX climbing up. Very weird. Let's see. NVIDIA broke down too. Broke down below the messy consolidation range and then back in it. So my thought is most likely she's kind of had her fun and just going to rebalance here. I have no idea where she's going now. I already drew the question mark and slightly down, and that's what happened. She broke here. So this is from, I don't know, last week sometime I drew this. In fact, I think this is from last Wednesday. Yeah, last Wednesday was right there. So that's where I drew that box. Still, for me, maybe she's more like this for now, but it's iffy. Anyways, who cares about NVIDIA? All right, what's Nasty Daz doing? Still climbing. All right, let's check it out. Just cycling through some time frames. Going to see if this idea is playing out at all. A little bit of oversold on that 5. So the 5 is oversold. I mean, overbought. God, what the heck's wrong with me, man? Overbought, right? What I want to see is this line cross this line right here. Okay, first. That'll be a nice sign that we're going to get a retracement back down. Not a huge one, but just it's an odds multiplier. Odds multiplier. You guys still awake? You guys doing all right? It's been a little bit of a drag this morning, Been a little bit of a drag. That one strap for life setup that Troy pointed out, I'm kind of mad that we missed that, but at the same, you're not going to get them all, man. And it wasn't the cleanest setup, like he said, but it was still, it's just funny because you go back to this model and you're like, dude, it just works. It just is just it. It's so it, especially if you're new at trading. It's like, all the indicators, just get them all off the board, boom, boom, and only focus on the one strap for life setup. And what can I say? Can't argue against it. You can. You just won't make any sense. Won't make no sense, man. I'm going to leave this 5 up here. I'm going to leave the 5. I'm going to go over to the 1. Let's see. All right. Let me go higher. Nothing yet, boys. Nothing yet. Yeah, there's your 40 points, right? So go to the 15, right? Line out 15-minute, first 15-minute range right here. Okay. There it is. Why does everything got to be purple? Come on. Let me get a different color. Go white. All right. This candle closes above the range. That's your sign. Here's your sign. And you literally go up 40 points almost to the tick. So that ended up playing out. But I didn't take that either. Somebody asked, what is my daily bias earlier? And I was like, oh, it's kind of down 60-40. But that's because I don't know. I'm biased. Tesla's to the moon, bro. To the moon. She ain't ever coming down. Ever. All right, let's look at Tesla. I have a feeling that Tesla is going to be one of the hottest stocks of 2025. You got the president, right? The most powerful man in the world, and his best friend is the CEO of this company. What are you going to do? You can't fight it. You can not like it, but I don't think that's going to, get you very far. I have a few scenarios drawn out here. I don't know when they're going to play out or if they're going to play out, but I am looking. Let me go to the weekly. Golly, Tesla, look at that. Damn. Good Lord. Good God. Goodness. Who's got Tesla? Anyone? Yeah, my buddy Jonathan has a bunch of Tesla covered calls. He's hating life right now. Strike price is at 560. I was like, brother, this is a $700 stock. Like, the path to 2 trillion has already been laid out, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at the volume traded in Tesla, right? 34 mil. Nvidia today, 76. So it just kind of shows you the power. Look at, what? Is this for real? 4 million for Microsoft, barely traded. Meta barely traded. Google barely traded. Amazon barely traded. Damn. SMCI has more than all 3 of these put together. Wow. That kind of tells you, right? A little bit. Like Tesla, obviously people love trading Tesla. Apple's been mooning. What is Apple doing today? Going up? Higher highs? Yeah. Right off of a shelf. So here's your shelf right here. So it would have been a nice little move right there. There's a little elf. You see that elf? Look at that elf on the shelf right there. I'm in the holiday spirit, boys. All right. Yeah, Tesla. Where could she go? Well, all right. I think she already hit the price target. Dude, these charts are wonky. Yeah, price target 2 is what? 500? She's already blowing through 475. 475 is a psychological level. So if she's blown through that, she's going to 500. At 500, I think you can pretty much, I'm going to say with a lot of certainty, that you could guarantee a nice rejection in this area. So, you line that out right up in here, right? And I mean, it's dangerous to start shorting, but you know, you stack your shorts up, you could, you know, just saying. Like, I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave this up here. We'll see how this plays out. I'd say 2 or 3, something like that. Something like that for Tesla. And then you better believe she's going to, when she comes down here, you better be looking to go long again. I don't think you short this stock for too long, but she's definitely overextended. From the money flow, nothing. I mean, volume flow, nothing. I don't have, let me throw this on there. I mean, it should be overbought. It should be overbought, but let's take a look. And I'm not seeing anything there on the NASDAQ just yet. A little bit of a hidden divergence to the downside. We'll talk about that in 2 secs. Oh, all right. Yeah, so we're overbought. Even on a daily, it's overbought. Look at it. Right? So look, you get over to these overbought sections, and look what happens. You know, you're giving away $50 right there. So I think you're going to give away a little bit more than that because you're way overbought. You can see here, way overbought. What does she give back? She gave back $76. So I think if you're looking at 76, check that out. Look, right down on my shelf. Look it. That's right down on my shelf. So I think you got to be looking for shorts. You can't be naive and think that things are just going to go up forever. Right? And if she defies gravity and keeps going, you got another $20 to this price target. So if you line out a few shorts in this area, don't over leverage. But I think that, you know, my opinion, I think you're very high probability to make some money on that. Right? My eyes hurt. I don't know if it's my eyes or my nose. All right. Let's hop over and see if we find anything on the nasty NAS. You guys doing all right? What's going on? Doing all right? Hanging in there? Yeah. It's one of those days, those mornings. It's just what happens, man. All right, a little bit of hidden divergence that just played out. I set it, and then it played out. I think, let me see if this was on a, no, that was on a 1. Yeah, it already played out. So right there, another 10-pointer. Just looking at the money flow index, I'm not seeing any type of divergence, but I do see that these levels are down here. So what does that mean? Let me go ahead and show you. Well, VWAP is down there too. So a little bit of weakness in price. I'm going to give a target right there. Put this down here. Sorry if that's hard to see. I'm trying to reallocate. Wow, that just got really quiet. Okay, in my head, literally the headphones. Sorry, guys. All right, let's see. There we go. That's better. Now I can think again. Yeah. So coming down to this target right here is pretty much what the money flow is saying. Like, look at the money flow, right? Look at these lines. I'm gonna draw this out. Okay. So notice the swing point right here. Where is that swing point on price action? Right over here. Look at how low that is. It's down here, man. I'm putting another target right here. Okay, so we got one indication. One. So if you wanted to light trade that particular indication, and by a light trade, I mean a light trade, right? Then you could. It's up to you. I'm not necessarily trading that right now. I will tell you if I get into a trade. But I'm liking it. The more I look at it, the more I'm liking it. me see. I think the ES is gonna go grab highs here. If the ES grabs highs and the NASDAQ doesn't, that's our nice little divergence right there. So I'm gonna put a little indicator up there, a little alarm. Putting an alarm. Let's see. Yeah, so we already... Yeah, so the ES already created... This is a 1 hour. Let me go down to 5. Yeah, you look at the 1 hour, though, and you have an IFVG on the 1 hour. So it's showing signs of bullishness is what that means. The 1 hour IFVG. And you got this 5-minute V shape right up to the highs. So I could see her manipulating highs. NASDAQ really has a different story, showing a lot more weakness. The Dow's looking okay. Dow's looking all right. Kind of stronger buying pressure. Looked like they're selling pressure on the NASDAQ. More than anything. So going back over, let's see. What do we got? I'm very close to pulling the trigger on this. I just need to see a little something and then I'm in. I'm getting set up. I'm getting set up. Oh, snap. Here we go. I'd
really like for ES to go up and take out Tuesday's high. That'd be rad. If it took out Tuesday's high and the NAS just kind of hung out here,
yeah,
that'd be pretty good confirmation that, you know, PM session, they might see a nice move down. Or who knows, like you said, we might just sit here and like
consolidate. Right. Do nothing.
And then tomorrow the bomb drops.
Right. It's very probable. About a 50% probability.
Right.
It's about 50-50. Yeah. With the trend up, 60-40. Like my nipple cover. Whoa, rando. That's my nipple cover. That's how I tell my camera what the white balance is. It's my nipple cover. Just thought I'd show you. It was sitting here on my desk. I don't know why. What have I been doing with that thing? It's weird. Strange. All right. I'm bored, obviously. Let's see. Still the same thing, Mike. Yep. Nothing's changed, really. Remember I told you I want to see this cross this upper band line, right? And I want to see it going down more. I don't want to see it horizontal. I want to see it down, right? What is that showing? Well, it's showing that we're overbought. Coming back down would be a sign that we might retrace down. Money flow on the 1 minute is showing that we should be down here at these key levels that I have highlighted. Volume is not saying that, right? CVD is not saying that just yet. So just kind of waiting for a little bit more confirmation. We're consolidating. We're being boring. You know, price action is being boring right here. So I'm just waiting for something to show it. And Troy, back to you. Oh, I love it. I love it. Good stuff. We got any poker players in the house? Anyone else into poker? Like Hold'em? Let me know. Yeah, I used to live off of it. Literally. I mean, like, I spent like 2 years of my life playing poker. It was ridiculous. So I was kind of inspired by the World Series of Poker lately. It's like kind of coming. Is it just me, or is it getting like more popular right now? I feel like it's picking up steam again. So it's making me want to play. Anyone have any good online places that you play poker? Curious. All right, watching the money flow, watching CVD. This is kind of a interesting area. Is price going to give us something or not? Let's see. CVD is lagging here. So price showing a little bit of weakness up here in this fair value gap. Low time frame. So remember, we're going for 10, 20 points. We're not going to the moon, okay? I'm very close to pulling the trigger here. I didn't really see what I wanted to see, but it's not out. See this wave? This wave right here is a little bit higher, right? I don't love that because when I look at the waves above, it just doesn't quite fall in line with price. It's showing, still is showing just a little bit of, just have to wait. And maybe we see higher time frame. Let me see this. Okay, this is looking a lot better. A lot better. That's looking a lot better. It's just, I'd like for that to come down more. A little too horizontal for me right now. And by the time it does give me what I'm looking for, we probably hit these targets. That's 17 points. Not enough conviction, ladies and gentlemen. But it's getting there. Right here. It's getting there. It's getting there, folks. Okay. Damn it. You know, I hate when I'm right, and I love when I'm right. I hate it, and I love it. All right, I'm in the move. Going lower? Let's do it. Here we go. I'll put this up here. Let's see if we can't catch a little wave. Catch a little wave here. Price is showing some weakness, so catch a little wave. Little dippity dip. I want to see that CVD below this range. That would make me extra happy. I'm already showing it over here. Money flow, that 1 minute close. We got 2 minutes, almost, well, 3 minutes before the 5 closes. So we could see a little retracement here. I'm not bailing out on this trade. For every 20 points, it's for every 20 point, let me see. Is that right? No, hold on. For every 04, 94, 04, it's 10. So 10 points is, 10 points is, oh my gosh, 10 points, so 13, 15. So every 30 points for me is 1% of my account. Okay? Right here. I'm trying to do the math. I'm close. I'm very close. All right. So for every 30 points, it equals 1% of my account. I just want to be very clear. And oh, yeah, for those of you who don't know, for those of you that don't know me, do everything live here. Yeah, going over to the full screen for a sec. Whoop. Come on. Come on. Why is that not focusing? What's up with that? That's weird. Dude. What's going on with you? There we go. All right. I'm in the damn trade. I don't say I take trades and not get in it. Come on. I'm in the trade. Let's go. All right, back over the charts. We're hitting pretty much the target. That's target 1. All right. I'm up 670. I'm going to shut down. This is a 60 lot from me. I'm shutting down 35 out. 35 out. Stop loss to break even now. Risk-free trade. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. Here we go. Boom. Let's see if we can get a runner. Type W in chat if you got a W. Let's go. I got the risk-free trade on. She might come back and hit my stop. I would have taken $402 off that little hit. Do the math on a 250 account. You can see I'm not risking a lot. Did I have a stop loss? No. Oh boy, he didn't have a stop loss? What's your R's? I love you guys, but people teach the dumbest shit. I'm so sorry that you had to go through all that to get right here, where it's just the real effing deal. So sorry. All right. Feels good to win. Let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 if I take it now. Do I take $1,000 on the day or let it roll? She's looking good. She's looking really good. I think we go down to the next key level here. I do not have a TP. I do not have a particular TP where I just get out of the trade. That's not how I trade. All right, second target getting hit. I am going to take a little bit more off. I'm going halvesies. I'm going to take 15 at 642 plus 4. That's 776 for the day. I got 276 in profit still running, and I think we could be going lower based on what I'm seeing here. So hold the trade. Okay, you could take a little bit off, but make sure you're getting your money's worth. You know what I'm saying? Where's the W's, baby? Come on. We waited all this time to step up, do it live in front of your face. Right here's a good place for you to either get out or take some profit. Okay? It's very important that you understand that. Good. I see the W's. Right on, right on, right on. Mike, nice. Justin, nice. Lewis, Stewart. Bunch of guys in the private group posting right now. Love it. The broker that I use to trade, well, in this trade, I don't like promoting brokers, bro. So I don't really promote it, but I do in my private group. You know, I do tell people, I've been known to use Lyrinix. I think they're really solid. They're one of my favorites. They've only done me right. I've had hundreds of $1,000s in and out, and I don't think they B-book me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they B-book me. Yep. Yeah, because look, the reason I don't put a stop every trade, I'm not saying you shouldn't put a stop, guys. If you're trading a prop account, what I tell you guys, I said that, all right, the majority of you guys are wanting to trade prop. You're wanting to be strict with your rules, right? Now, go back, I don't know. I think it was like 2 weeks ago that I decided to trade with pure scalp trades. It's only like 2-3 weeks ago. So it's very recent. So, got to be patient, right? Patience is the superpower. That's it. All right, let's talk about stop loss. Okay, so I have a break-even stop, but I'm looking to move this down. We're going to trail price and bring up the 1 minute time frame and show you how we're going to do this the right way, or at least the way that I do it. Now, because we really haven't formed anything, I'm going down to a 30-second chart. You can see the consolidation at TP. Basically, I say TP, okay? It's just a target number 2. So the target number 2 has minor consolidation. I'm going to put a box around that. We're going to use that to as our level. We're bringing our trail stop. I'm going to use this as our stop loss indicator. Okay. Turning it red. Going to move it down, show you exactly where I'm planning on moving my stop. Stop loss is going to be moved right above this consolidation, and I'm going to do it right now quickly. If I get tapped, then I get tapped. Come on, hurry up. All right, done. Okay, stop loss is in. I'll label this so nobody gets confused. Okay, break even, or the, not break even, but stop. Okay, there we go. Price could easily come back up and tap that, but we're not oversold just yet on the 30-second, which means we're not oversold on the 1 minute. We're close. All right, we're close. So you need to pay attention to this, because when we get oversold, she's going to bounce. You just have to assume it. All right. Let's see here. Below this wave. Everything has hit on point. In fact, right now, you got to be careful because price is dipping a little too much. She's dipping a little too much. Let's go back to the 5. She's dipping a little too much. This is getting into... Now, obviously, we're not oversold on the 5, but getting oversold on the 1. Okay. I got 547 up in this trade, 520. I'm peeling off... I'm going to peel off 8 contracts, leaving 2 contracts. I said contracts. That's so funny. Lots, which is nothing. Okay. I peeled off pretty much the entire trade, taking $1,153 home. I'm up 95 bucks. I could let this run or come back and hit the stop. I don't really care. I'm taking it out because we're oversold on the 1. On the 5, we're not oversold. And I want to be clear. The reason why I'm looking at it like, this is a decent spot to maybe look for some peeling, all right, is because A, pretty good risk to reward right there. B, I mean, okay. Look at the volume indicator, right? This is your previous swing level for price over here, right? You can see price over here, right, on the 1. And volume is kind of not even below that, man. So we're actually looking at more of now. It's the story is forming. The story's forming. The only thing I would say on a lower time frame, we do have this dip below the range over here. So this might go take out the lows. Yeah, might take out the lows. But you have to understand, there's always a tug of war. Okay, up here, the clarity was just a little bit more than now. We've rode the move. We rode the move. We ride the wave, right? And then we count our blessings. We take our profits. We don't get greedy. We stay smart, stay sharp. We always know there's another trade incoming. And so at this level, I'm just seeing it as, okay, you're oversold now. Could you keep going? Yes, I got a little runner going, right? I could make probably another $300 or $400 easily on this trade. I'm up 112, right? So if I doubled here, let's see, that's 58 points. 58 points from here is here. That's taking out the low. So I can make another couple $100 on this trade if she goes and takes out the lows. Now, if she doesn't respect these lows and does what I thought she was doing earlier, then we could be seeing another 100-point move to the downside. And there's my $400. But I'm not gonna look at this and go, I'm gonna count my blessings is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna get greedy. That's why I peeled off some. And you might look at that and say, oh, cool. You know, so you basically, you know, I made what? Little under 0.5%. But guess what? 0.5% a day on my account is 30 grand a month. So, you know, I have to look at it like that, you know. This is the way I have to look at it. I lost $8,000 the other day in one trade. I was up at 260 in my account. Knocked down to what, 252 yesterday, made 3 grand. Now I'm at 255. So it's been a little bit of a tug of war, but I'm grinding. I'm just trying to grind, man. It sucks. Losing a big amount in your account sucks because you start getting the FOMO of, you know what? I'm just going to make it back in this next trade, baby. That's it. This next trade, I'm going to put it all on the line. And the reason why you do that shit, I promise you, is because the money isn't life-changing. If the money was significant, If I gave you $100,000, boom, you have it. It's in your hands right now. This is why you take your prop account more serious than your own money a lot of times. I'm not speaking to somebody individually, but I'm just saying in general, that's what I've noticed. So, okay, dip below consolidation. This really, really is tough to look at. We're already oversold. Here comes the fade back up. I'm out. Closing out the trade now. I felt like that was a pretty good run. 110, 111. Let's see. What does that give me? 1264 for the day. Happy with that. All right. I feel fulfilled. We waited. We were patient. We did everything right. And you can do that like we did yesterday in here and lose. You can be patient. You can wait. And then you still lose. That happens. That's going to happen. This was a nice move, though. They're talking 60 points. Damn, let's go. That's a nice move. So if you weren't in a trade, if you just were like, sitting there and watching, and that's fine. Totally cool. I totally get that. There's always the next trade. So, don't kick yourself, first of all. And just realize that, I don't win them all either. You know what I mean? That was a huge move. 60 points is a huge move when you're scalping. I hope that at least somebody realizes that. That's a big ass move. That's not some small move, man. So I'm very pumped with that trade. Now, I could have gone heavier in my account, but I just want to, maybe talk to you about money management real quick. A little bit of a hindsight lesson. This also helps me when I talk about this stuff, so I just want to be clear. This helps me. I did a good job not risking any more than what I risked. And the reason why was because there was a lot of indications up here that we're going higher. A lot. I mean, there was a few that I look at every day. First of all, that 15-minute range being the first 15-minute candle range being broken to the upside shows bullish price action. Say that 10 times fast. But that, right, mixed with the fact that we had a hidden divergence, not a bearish divergence. If it was a bearish divergence with a hidden divergence, because you can have both, then I would have been much more sold. I probably would have upped my risk. So, look, I wake up tomorrow and I'm still in this game. You're going to wake up and hopefully you're still in this game. And that is the name of the game, is staying in the game. You know what I'm saying? If you're Michael Jordan, if you're LeBron James, if you were Kobe, shout out to the great, you would have known that you got to take more shots that you miss than more shots that you make in order to be great. So you got to stay in the game, man. And that's the name of the game. All right. So with that being said, at this level, it's 1 minute. Okay. Price gets oversold. You're in the middle up here. There's bullish price action. You have no break of structure. Everything looks pretty good to the upside. So guess what? I'm not going to just flip it on you like that. But, this is right here. As soon as I see this kind of retracing, rebalancing, recalibrating, this is our long. Back up to at least equilibrium, which, and I'm not, look, I'm not trying to promote that you just get into a bunch of trades. But the fact is that this is how price works, right? There's your equilibrium. What does that coincide with? VWAP. What is VWAP doing? Is it trending? Hell no. It's sideways, man. So most likely, guess what we're going to do? Go right back up. and then come down, and we're going to consolidate. So the fact that we were able to squeeze a trade out, I'm very proud of, very happy with. Hope you guys are happy. If you got a W, go post it in the school group. Don't forget that. We got our, what's it called? TMT trades. You know what I'm saying? TMT trades. TMT games. Sorry, TMT games. So you can win money, cash money. You know what I'm saying? All right, so top of the range here, probably somewhat expected. Just, you know, there's a shelf up here too. So something like that. Not respecting VWAP at this point because VWAP is horizontal and we didn't show a whole lot of volume to the downside right there, and we made a higher low. So really, you have more reasons. I don't know why that's supported. Let me change that. You got more reasons for price to just kind of hang out here than trend. That's sort of where my head is at. All right, no problem, Mike. Sounds good, brother. I think I'm a little... What is it? 2 hours in? Shoot. We waited a while, guys. It was worth it, right? Hopefully it was worth it. Yeah. Troy, you there? I think I'm going to head out.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just kind of working on some other things.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm kind of done for today. And there's always tomorrow, guys. So you know how to get that link. It's in the group, and we'll see you mañana.
Yes, sir.
Get some more trades off.
Yeah, man. See you guys tomorrow morning. I think it's going to be a good week. And should I stream the FOMC? I was kind of thinking about it. Does anyone here want me to? There's only like a few people here. But I was thinking about it. I don't know if anybody is actually going to be up. I'll decide. I'll post the link if I do. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Be safe today. Be careful. All right. If you're going to get into trades, remember 3 p.m. Eastern is the FOMC. You don't want to be in a trade, or maybe you do. I don't know. Just be aware. All right. Love you guys. Bye.